Every time I eat, I bury the food in the soil. I even bury my feet along with it, but after a moment when I dig up the earth, the food inside has already turned to ash, and my hunger has vanished. It turns out I am a tree spirit disguised as a human. I thought I could hide and grow rapidly within the human sect. Until one day, senior brother Liu Yanji suddenly brought the junior brothers claiming they were looking for information on longevity. Just as I was guessing which senior sect member's life Liu Yanji suddenly turned his gaze toward my junior brother. Do you have any new longevity elixir ingredients lately? The one in charge of organizing the scripture repository. They're all old ingredients. But as soon as I finished speaking, a disciple suddenly raised the big golden tablet and shouted the method of longevity. The other disciples hurriedly gathered around. Only I felt my heart leap suddenly. I took a deep breath, trying hard to stay calm. That disciple recited aloud. The great wilderness scripture records. Deep within the great wilderness lies an immortality consuming technique. It grants eternal life. I became even more terrified. I was about to distance myself when Liu Yanji suddenly spoke. No need to look further. The great wilderness is fraught with dangers. Let alone our Lingshu cave heaven. Even the top sects dare not venture there lightly. Let's go and ask elsewhere. I watched them leave, quietly letting out a sigh of relief. I quickly shoved the big golden tablet to the bottom. No one would pay attention to me thereafter. It was the immortality technique recorded in the book. When I was first born, I only had the ability to shapeshift. It coincided with Lingshu Cave Heaven recruiting disciples. I was fortunate enough to be selected. I never expected that my spiritual root aptitude turned out to be over a decade of cultivation. Later, I was assigned to the library to organize books. But the greater danger was still ahead. Although I can live forever, as I grow, the demonic aura on my body becomes increasingly hard to control. If human cultivators discover they would surely devour me completely. Right now I must increase my cultivation with the demonic aura. A slip of paper brought me a major turning point. That day, as usual, I recorded the sheets delivered by the disciples. Who found which medicinal herbs, and what effects those herbs have, but when I opened the 10th sheet, the content inside left me stunned. The banyan tree spirit using flesh and blood as nourishment. It also recorded his method of refining flesh and blood for cultivation. I instantly fell into contemplation. Did I take the wrong path from the start? Plants need fertilizer to grow robustly themselves. So does this tree spirit perhaps. Previously, I had been learning to breathe and cultivate chi like the humans. Yet, for some reason, my progress was sluggish. I only noted down that method of refining flesh without practicing it immediately. I still can't produce fertilizer, so I have to wait until next month. Distributes cultivation resources every month. I only have a low-grade chi refinement pill in my hand. I decided to try the banyan tree spirit's cultivation method. As strands of spiritual energy entered my body, I opened my eyes excitedly and found it was twice as fast as the sect's Lingshu. Turns out demons still need to practice demonic cultivation. I was about to continue, but the next second, a trace of demonic aura suddenly appeared on me, and within my dantian, the tree demon's power was instantly devoured the moment. Unless I abandoned my martial arts altogether, cultivate both simultaneously. I lay on my bed pondering. Self-funding Zongdong is impossible. And being covered in demonic aura isn't feasible either. So, early the next morning, I hurried to the library. Just as I was buried in searching for a solution, Liu Yanji suddenly arrived, holding a book, and discovered my junior brother's demon script. What's the use of mastering this in 3 days? I initially thought my senior brother had discovered my tree demon identity. But he just gave a mysterious smile. In 3 days, I'll take you to interrogate a demonic cultivator. There will be benefits for you then. I breathed a sigh of relief. I immediately agreed. As long as we aren't discovered, but contrary to my expectations, I only glanced at the demon in the book, and each character was deeply etched into my mind, as if I already knew them. On the 3rd day, my senior brother, as promised, took me to Lin Jinfeng's prison. Into an interrogation room. He then handed me a single sentence. After saying it, he turned and left. There was only senior brother Yuchen Feng. For unknown reasons, he was sent to interrogate a skillfully captured a leopard spirit from the cell and hung it on the iron hook of the execution device, making the leopard spirit just as it was about to roar. It was met with a ruthless flogging. Yuchen Feng sneered. I advise you to behave. That way I save some effort. Brother Yu. He's begging for mercy. What does he say? He says he only ate a few people. He hasn't offended us. Lingshu Cave Heaven. Under torture, the leopard spirit revealed all its cultivation methods. I recorded everything. Moon Chenfeng nodded in satisfaction. Ask him again why he harms people. Leopard spirit. Answer honestly. I translate faithfully. I thought the leopard spirit would be released. But Moon Chenfeng became furious upon hearing the translation. He slashed the leopard spirit with a single sword stroke. I despise these demon races that harm without cause. They deserve to have their essence refined by us. As we interrogated each demon race, I found that no matter the type of demon, they eventually cannot resist the lure of flesh and terrifying path. In the end, they are all beheaded by moon. I can barely protect myself let alone have time for sympathy. I record all their cultivation methods. At the same time, a question arises. Why has the sect suddenly become interested in demon cultivation methods? During the break, Moon Chenfeng cheerfully invited me to demon language translation. It was much easier. Before, even when I killed them, I couldn't understand. After lunch, Moon Chenfeng did not interrogate any more demons. Instead called me to help dispose of the demon corpses. We collected all that could be used for medicine. Even the sturdy bones were properly can be used later for chi cultivation or scraps with little use belong to me. Yu Chenfeng filled a large barrel with blood and to me. I stewed it and ate it. It still has some benefit for your refining chi stage. I was slightly taken aback. This is the benefit. It just so happened I was lacking nutrients. Cultivation. I kept busy until night. I returned to the cabin with a barrel of blood and flesh. Even though it's just scraps, but the spiritual energy it contains is no weaker than a low-grade refining chi pill. I looked at the blood and flesh. I slowly placed my right palm into it. My right hand instantly turned into roots and coordinated with the tree spirit's method of refining blood absorbing while running the Lingshu's on gong, refining this pure spiritual power. Cultivating the method of plants generates demon chi. A solution. I still have to practice Lingshu's on gong. Skipping the step of absorbing heaven and earth directly refining energy also made my cultivation speed increase considerably. Demons still improved just quickly. I acted as a translator while using the blood and flesh to boost my low-grade refining chi pill dropped. After a night of cultivation, I successfully entered the third level. Although I barely suppressed the demon chi, but the issue with the technique remains unresolved. Little did I know, once-in-a-lifetime opportunity was also waiting for me. July 1st. The moment I arrived at the prison, I saw a little blue cow glance at me. It quickly closed its eyes afterward. I was about to step forward when Yu Chenfeng cheerfully spoke. Junior brother, do you want some beef? The disciples outside had just captured a cow demon and immediately dragged the little blue cow out. But just as he was about to hang it on an iron hook, I suddenly stepped in to stop him. Hold off on waking it up even if it's awake. It's pretending to sleep. Yu Chenfeng was startled by what I said. Stepped back. The little blue cow, startled, opened its eyes. Upon seeing the execution device, having taken the mind-numbing drug, awake. Could it be a great demon of the Foundation establishment stage? First. After saying that, I used the common language to convey your cultivation method and how you awaken spiritual intelligence. But for some reason, the little blue cow stared at me blankly. I couldn't help but frown. Can't you understand? But Yu Chenfeng, seeing this, gave me a cold stare. Is it that you're being stubborn and refusing to speak? He said that and picked up the vine whip nearby. The little blue cow, terrified, curled on the ground. Although it emitted strange syllables, what was surprising was that my complexion changed instantly upon hearing it. That's ancient demon language. It's asking why we captured it. In fact, the blue cow also asked, why does it sense a familiar aura on me? I decisively ignored the question, but for some reason, Yu Chengfeng, upon hearing this, suddenly broke into a wild grin. It's an ancient demon cub. Ancient demon lineage carries the oldest bloodline. The stronger the bloodline, the more terrifying the innate talent. Quickly ask where its parents are. If its parents are still alive, we must respectfully send it back. An adult ancient demon is certainly not something our Lingshu cave heaven can provoke. Having heard my translation, little golden ox naively spoke. I have never seen my parents. I was born in the mountains. Junior brother, you stay here and guard it. I'll report it immediately. The elder finished speaking and hurried away. Demon, once properly cultivated, will become a Demon King level sect guardian. A few minutes later, Yu Chenfeng and Elder Bai Mukching of the sect arrived. The elder gave me a slight smile. Ask the green ox if it is willing to take this elder as its master. I immediately helped to ask. However, little green ox for a moment it didn't know how to answer. I spoke using a burst of demon language. It is best to agree to become a disciple. The elder will not only personally guide your cultivation, but also provide you with a continuous supply of little green ox nodded repeatedly. It immediately pledged its apprenticeship willing to meet the master. Elder Bai. He nodded in satisfaction. Very well, very well. From now on, you will be my disciple. I will train you to become a great demon king who terrorizes the region. I somewhat envy my own lineage. But it's not worse than that of the ancient demons. If people learn that I practice the longevity technique, they won't even let me become a disciple. Probably devour me on the spot. Nevertheless, this time was not without gain. Casually handed me a bottle of premium will first take my disciple and leave. After saying so, he left, leading Little Rhino. You've risen to the heavens in one step. Indeed, I also envy that the world is full of demons. Why is the disparity in treatment so huge? That night, I was assigned a bucket of flesh and blood as usual. At the parting, Moonwind urged me to say goodbye. To spread the news about the premium refining chi pills. Senior brother, for the reminder. Premium refining chi pills are cultivation resources for level 7 cultivators. ALEV only receives medium quality refining chi pills when I just returned to the wooden hut. Lu Yanji had already been waiting for a long time. He said he heard you discovered that the ancient demon Elder Bai had given you many benefits. He originally thought I would hoard the benefits, but I unexpectedly offered the pills voluntarily. Lu Yanji opened the bottle. He saw 10 pills, missing just one. You didn't touch a single one. Thanks to you, senior brother, for teaching me the chance to meet junior brother Kang. I was worrying about how to present this favor to you, senior brother. Upon hearing that, he nodded. Took out a porcelain bottle. I won't just take your bottle of refining chi pills without giving you something in return. Thank you, senior brother. Do your work properly by following me. Happen in the future. I'll keep you in mind. Lu Yanji finished speaking and left, satisfied. My current strength can only endure and grow. As an immortal cultivator, I am never short of time. At dawn, I finished refining flesh and 2 medium-grade refining successfully entered the 4th level of refining chi. Then I carried a wooden bucket to the prison. Unexpectedly, the first thing Yu Chenfeng said upon seeing me, did Lu Yanji take your pills? Given your status and strength, you couldn't possibly protect a top-grade refining chi pill. Senior brother Lu, being kind, returned a bottle of medium-grade refining chi pills to me. He's really a good person. Even 10 medium-grade refining chi pills can't match a single top-grade without any background, are destined to be bullied from birth. What puzzles him is that I merely gave a faint smile, showing that I don't care about those top-grade pills. Although I want them, I understand that safety comes first. If I don't obediently hand over the pills, at the very least they'll beat me up and snatch the pills. If I get injured during the fight and show any abnormality, it would be a dead end. Anyway, I have plenty of time to cultivate slowly. Yu Chenfeng. Senior brother, could you give me more wood today? Isn't this bucket enough for you? But I pointed at his strong muscles. I've been training my body lately, and need a lot of flesh and blood to supplement. I want a physique as perfect as yours, senior brother. Actually, there's something else I haven't said. I intend to become an immortal tree that no one can gnaw. Yu Chenfeng was pleased with my compliment. Junior brother, you have good taste. I've been getting a bit tired of it lately. I'll give you all these things. Yu Chenfeng also received a reward from the elder because so he looks down on this flesh and blood. I quickly thanked him. That evening, I carried 2 large barrels back. There was another barrel. The energy contained in the entrails is far stronger than that of the scraps. I immediately turned my hands into simultaneously absorbing the 2 barrels. Energy merged into my whole body. The little emerald tree also gained a splash of blood. Until the flesh and blood my body refinement officially entered the first level of my heart and skin. It should be able to block attacks at the first chi cultivation level. I decided to see body refinement as long as I'm hard enough. No one will be able to devour me. So I peacefully cultivated like this. I successfully entered the 5th level of chi cultivation. My body refinement also reached the 2nd level steadily from now on. One day, Lu Yanji suddenly found my junior brother. That green ox will come to learn language with you. Is it that little green ox? That's right. After Elder Bai took him away, he bestowed the name Kang Hao. After spending time together, we discovered it was virtually impossible to originally the sect planned to find another disciple. It was I who strongly recommended the sect. Only then did they decide to entrust you with the responsibility. Senior brother, for your guidance. Junior brother should know what to do next, right? The kindness of senior brother's guidance. Junior brother keeps it in heart. I pretended to wear a grateful expression. Lu Yanji left again, satisfied. When Yu Chenfeng learned of this, he excitedly spoke up. This is a tremendous good thing. Now that green ox has a noble status. Its rank is almost catching up with the sect leader's direct disciple, Shu Chongsheng. However, its temperament is rather volatile. Previously, many disciples who came to teach language were unintentionally injured by it. Shu Chongsheng is a prodigy who entered the first level of chi cultivation. Kang Hao was taken to the prison by a senior sister. Su Lingshuang arrogantly called me out. I had just finished the respectful ran over and nudged me, but I was at a loss for words. Fearing the green ox might bite me. When senior sister saw this scene, her expression unexpectedly softened. She said, "Teach junior brother Kang proper speech." She said that and turned away. Finally, I've seen you. Those people cannot communicate. I want to eat peaches. When I return tonight, I'll tell senior sister Su to get you some peaches. I said this while leading him into the interrogation room. Unexpectedly, the first thing he said upon entering terrified me instantly. Why do I feel a sense of familiarity on you, but not on others? I don't know either. Perhaps it's fate. I could only give a perfunctory reply. That I am a demon. And just no one can stay away from this cow a bit. He's the first guy who noticed his own abnormality. Next, I continue interrogating the demon race. Seeing this, he curiously asks why you're recording all this. The sect asked us to record them. They want the cultivation methods of the demon race. I don't know what to do with them. Then why do you obey? Is it because you can't beat the sect? Kang Hao, like an ignorant child, he sees me nod. Kang Hao continues speaking. Then why don't you run? Because it's dangerous out there. Various demons, ghosts, monsters, and the major cultivation sects. I think everyone is a demon, but I still can't help saying more of what's on my mind. One thing. Whether in the human world or the demon world, you must keep yourself well hidden. You have an ancient demon bloodline. Other demons will devour you to become stronger. And in the human world, once they realize the demon they raised is uncontrollable, they will also find a way to kill it. This world is very dangerous. There were indeed demons that tried to eat me before. I run fast. Kang Hao, recalling his wandering days, feels lingering fear. So he believes my words without doubt. I soothe him, saying, "You must learn to obey. Make everyone think you seem more human. Then I need to learn human language faster. I begin to teach patiently. Hide your bloodline. Your power is great. You learn quickly." When senior sister Su arrives in the evening, Kang Hao hurriedly steps forward and speaks Su, words. The junior brother finishes speaking. Tosses me a top-grade pill. A gift for you. Tomorrow I'll bring junior brother Kang again. Thank you, senior sister Su, for the gift. The pill. Just after returning to my own wooden hut, I didn't expect Lu Yanji was already waiting for me. Kang Y gets along well with you. Yes. This was bestowed by senior sister Su. I take out that pill. But Lu Yanji looks a bit disgusted. Only one? Sister Su only gave one. The senior brother from the prison also saw it. He has just broken through to the 7th level of top-grade cultivation. It can't satisfy him at all. Lu Yanji wears a cold expression, but I unexpectedly speak up. Senior brother Lu, could you grant me a mid-grade cultivation pill? Unexpectedly, Lu Yanji glances at the flesh I'm carrying. You got here today thanks to my recommendation. If it weren't for me, you would still be rotting in the hidden library. Tomorrow I must see at least 3 top-grade cultivation pills. Thanks for the senior brother's blessing. Since Kang Hua is close to you, let him speak, then. Now he is favored. I try to ask again. Senior brother, could you set aside one for me? You only deserve this meat. I let out a light sigh. This time I really just snatched it. But I still suppress the thoughts in my heart. Return to the hut to digest the flesh. Body training. I estimate I need another 20 portions of this flesh to reach the third level of body that no one can gnaw. There is still a long road ahead. The next day arrived. I went to the prison as usual. However, I didn't ask Kang Hao for help. Instead, I went straight to Yu Chen brother. I've run into some difficulties. I wonder if I could ask you for help. Getting Kang Hao to help would require a superior refining That's a sure path to death. I don't want to challenge him. That master, Yu Chenfeng, recently broke through to the 9th level of Qi refinement. I would gladly give him a superior refining and not give it to Lu Yanji. But Yu Chenfeng's next reply left me utterly surprised. It's about Lu Yanji, right? Senior brother Yu, how do you know so well? I heard he's recently aligning himself with Inner Mongolia, and he only gets 2 superior refining Qi pills each month, so he'll have to take them from you. I have an empty room over there. You can stay at my place tonight. Hey, senior brother Yu. Don't worry. The superior refining Qi pills will definitely be offered respectfully to you, senior brother. Yu Chenfeng laughed heartily. Just one or two most of them yourself. Just give me a few. I care about my reputation. After saying that, I went to deal with people who care about a person whose face like Lu Yanji doesn't understand. At that moment, Kang Hao suddenly ran over, excited. Yesterday I went back and called out, Master. It made that old man laugh delightedly. You said you would be obedient. I need to make them feel I can control. After speaking, he spat out a porcelain bottle. My senior sister gave me an elixir. Here's a bottle for you. It turned out to be a top-grade refining Hao really is a solid guy. But I waved my hand and refused. Take it then. I have plenty. Yesterday the master gave me several bottles. Kang Hao was indifferent to the elixir. I couldn't help but sigh deep inside. Both are demons. Why is the gap so big? Seeing me accept the elixir, Kang Hao was overjoyed. You're the only friend I have here. Although the master and others treat me well, I still feel a sense of distance. Only you make me feel close. I'm not Muyu. Watch your words. You must be a good person, even if you don't want to be human. But in the human world you still need to learn how to be thoughtfully. I not only taught him language, but also taught him how to live in the human world. After studying for a while, Kang Hao wandered around the prison. Unexpectedly, he learned that my elixir had been stolen. When he returned, he couldn't help but ask what I planned to do. Staying with brother Yu. Lu Yanji didn't dare to come. Was it because he couldn't defeat Lu Yanji? It's not that I like being kind to others. I don't enjoy fighting and killing. Even if I could defeat them, I couldn't say it. Instead, I would secretly turn him into nourishment. Standing nearby, if the junior brother is at the 7th level of Qi cultivation, strike Lu Yanji. Kang Hao suddenly understood. He spoke in ancient demon language. You want to use this chance to teach me to endure when my strength is weak, and then turn the tables with a counterattack. I just want to practice in peace. How could this bull think like that? Thank you for your thoughtful guidance. I will remember to bow my head when my power is weak. When my strength is sufficient, I will slaughter his entire family. I fell silent. I was only trying to give a kind reminder. This bull demon should learn to be patient and how did he associate it with killing an entire family? I followed Yu Chenfeng to his residence. As soon as we entered, I pulled out the elixir pills. These pills were given by Kang Yao. I promised to share them with you. I would never hoard them. You, this guy, I really don't know how to describe you. Yu Chenfeng helplessly handed over and gave the remaining 5 back to me. I was about to return to my room to cultivate. He suddenly produced these 10 porcelain bottles. They are highly useful for body refining. Our Qi cultivation sect also practices solely body on spiritual energy. We take the Qi blood pills for cultivation. I see. I care about my reputation. I really can't manage it. Taking things from others. I went back to my room to cultivate. Yi Chenfeng finished speaking and turned back to his returned to my room. I began taking the pills and refining them. What surprised me blood pill was equivalent to 6 portions of flesh and blood. After refining 3 Qi blood pills, I successfully reached the 3rd level of body refining Qi refinement. I broke through to the 6th level of Qi refining. The real surprise came later. The next day, Kang Hao, upon seeing me, handed me 2 bottles of top-grade Qi refinement pills. At the same time, he whispered in ancient demon language, I want to see you turn the tables early. Lu Yanji. I was left speechless. If you do this, even if I'm not the one who kills in the future, I will still be involved. Kang Hao ignored my silence and suddenly sighed, saying, how about you come with me? Leave this prison. I feel very lonely up there. As a demon living among human sects, you must learn to be solitary. You must never show any desire to return to the demon world. Otherwise people will think you're untrainable. Kang Hao broke out in a cold sweat from fear. Life settled down again. Although Lu Yanji came looking for me, he only gave me a distant glance. Then he left. I can't afford to provoke Yu Chenfeng. I diligently cultivated my body, the 5th level, and also hit the peak of the 6th level. But just as I was preparing to break through to the 7th level, guest suddenly arrived. Lu Yanji. What are you here for? To inform you about the 3 vein martial contest happening in half a month. I had previously done you a favor and kept thinking of you. You betrayed me over the demon feather. Others think the prison is filthy and are unwilling to come. So you tossed it to the junior brother and encountered Kang Hao. He gained a fortunate opportunity. But you took that benefit from the junior brother and wasted it entirely. Lu Yanji, you should have some dignity. Lu Yanji's expression turned sour. Yet he dared not lash out at Yu Chenfeng. Get out quickly. Seeing you irritates me. I hope you can stay this stubborn in the 3-vein battle. He said that and walked away directly. Yu Chenfeng frowned and looked at me. The 3-vein martial contest is organized by disciples of Ling might let you escape the prison. If Kang Hao intervenes, Perhaps you could take an elder as a master, but Liu Yanji will definitely make things difficult for you. What he didn't expect was, I smiled and said, so, I just won't go. But Lingshu can't keep coming to you forever. The gap between you will keep widening. In the end, you might not even be able to be friends. Yet I remained indifferent. It was only a fleeting fate. Talk of friendship. Moon Dustwind stared blankly for a moment before reacting. It is precisely because of your aloof nature that Kang Shao would become close to you. Elder Bai only allowed you to befriend Kang Shao. If you use it as a chance to climb up, Senior Sister Su would have eliminated you long ago. Instead, I changed the subject. I asked Brother Yu if he wanted to go to the Three Veins break out of prison. Of course, I have already reached the 9th level of Qi refinement. As long as I can rank within the top 10 of my lineage, I can obtain a foundation establishing with hope of establishing a foundation. Brother Yu also has decent talent. How could he have fallen into prison? But Moon Chenfeng shook his head. Seeing that, I didn't ask further. As a demon, remember one thing. Do not have too much curiosity. The next day, Kang Hao also learned about the Three Veins assembly. He said as soon as he saw me, Master decided to send Brother Chongzheng and me to the Lingshu secret realm. I heard there are rare treasures and exotic fruits inside, there is also but danger. I shook my head and said, thank you for your kindness. I don't want to go. I just want a peaceful rest. Little did I know, Kang Hao began to imagine on his own. You want to continue enduring silently until you can take revenge, then act. I fell silent. Why does this ox demon steadfastly believe I seek revenge? Even if my strength were sufficient, it would still be hard to act. Kang Hao continued. Tomorrow I'm heading to the secret realm to boost my power. My master wants me to achieve a good ranking in the written exam. Ideally, I should defeat senior brother Chongjing as well. Said, Kang Hao suddenly whispered, I feel there's something off about Chu Chongjing. He doesn't seem like the prodigy the rumors describe. Upon hearing that, my expression turned serious. Humans like to hide their secrets. Remember not to probe too deeply. Because humans, to keep secrets, will find ways to eliminate both the people and demons who know them. Hao Chong, the chief. Got it. If there's any benefit, go find out. I was silenced by him. Should I praise him for being insightful? Finally, Kang Hao left. Before departing, he tossed me 3 bottles of high-grade demon is a good one. I hope he can heed my words. Endure a bit longer. When I returned to my quarters, I ran into Liu Yanji again. Senior brother Liu, you really keep an eye on me all the time. But Liu Yanji stared at me intently. If you weren't the one who should now enter the Lingshu secret realm, I would have won. I said calmly. That would be terribly unfortunate. Senior brother, that's like drawing water with a bamboo basket. As soon as the words left my mouth, Liu Yanji was about to strike. But upon seeing Yu Chenfeng nearby, he calmed down again. Will return to training in 10 days. See, what can you do about people's hearts? Greedy without restraint. I shook my head. I got up and left. Even the immortal tree has a temper. 10 days later, Yu Chenfeng indeed had to return to the 7 veins to make preparations. He opened a great formation for me. Rest assured, if I can obtain a foundation successfully establishing the foundation will give me an independent Qi refinement from me. But he could never have guessed that I would awaken him with a single word. Since those demonic clan bones can refine Qi, why not treat myself as a magical artifact to be forged? So I made a silent vow to study the way of Qi refinement properly with Yu Chenfeng in the future. I must first resolve the biggest crisis. Yu Chenfeng had just left not long ago. Liu Yanji indeed arrived, but upon seeing the great formation, he couldn't get in at all. About to leave in resentment, I suddenly swaggered out of the formation chamber. Strangely, Liu Yanji, seeing this, only stared at me coldly, probably worried he would scare me back. Then I suddenly vanished into the ground. Liu Yanji sensed my aura. He let out a cold snort. It turned out to be earth-digging technique. No wonder he dared to come out. And he even leapt from the 3rd level of Qi refinement. How many pills did that consume? All of those should be mine. Thinking that, his heart nearly twists. He uses the dodge method to track me. He enters a quiet grove. Liu Yanji suddenly emerges from the ground. Lost my scent. Could it be that Yu Chenfeng gave me a conceal aura artifact? While he furrows his brow in thought, a flash of swordlight instantly shoots out from the trees behind him. In his haste, Liu Yanji's body reels backward. A long sword thrusts blade edges intersect. Liu Yanji's arm trembles. The long sword nearly slips from his hand. However, rides the momentum slices across his wrist. A top-grade law sword, 7th refinement of cultivation. Kang Hao, how many resources did you give him? He managed to reach the 7th refinement. The only information he received was the reward from Senior Sister Su. Gave me how much? Only Yu Chenfeng and I know. I remain silent. The sword wind rises again. A heavy aura spreads outward. Faint dark clouds churn above. The wrath of the Lingyun 3 realms dark clouds. Liu Yanji naturally recognizes also channels spiritual energy. Even if you have reached the 7th refinement, you are still no match for me. The identical sword technique is about to see me vanish into the earth suddenly. Liu Yanji's complexion changes. The sword move cannot be retracted. In silent, soundless moments, like a phantom. From the ground I pierce him with an arrow. Blood pours out. Liu Yanji sees the move. Watching the bulk that pierced struggles to raise his sword again. Liu Yanji seizes the chance to swallow a pill. If you have the skill, come out and face me head on. Brother wished. The moment the words left his mouth suddenly appears. with no trace to be found. Joy flickers in Lu Yanji's eyes. A sword releases its blade. Thousands of seals block me from all directions. The next moment I vanished again. Lu Yanji's palm strikes out with grandeur. The palm force sinks rapidly into the ground. Permeates into the earth. Lu Yanji kept his eyes closed. Sword light reappears. I manifest from the trees behind me. Another bolt pierces me again. Sword chi rushes into my body, destroying my senior brother. I'm not only skilled in earth techniques. I murmured, drawing my sword, raising a spray of crimson blood. 2 bolts pierce me. Lu Yanji's body staggers. His face becomes ferocious. Eyes are filled with a cold, you despicable little scoundrel. Are you causing mischief? Your heart will only live longer. I let out a cold snort. Speed suddenly increases. Like white clouds disappearing. In an instant, throughout the dense forest. All around are my silhouettes. Senior brother Lu hurriedly attempted to employ the earth vanishing technique. But the endless blood spilling from his body would expose him even as he tried to vanish. He also tried to escape by using the tree. But I always managed to be one step ahead of him. Senior brother Lu was shocked that my cultivation had already surpassed his. In the blink of an eye, senior brother Lu was already covered in wounds. Blood flowed wildly. His breathing grew heavy. Hold it. Stop. Stop. I admit my mistake. You release me. After you release me, I'll do whatever you say. Really, truly. I swear to the heavens. From now on, I will recognize you as my master. Then I'll spare your life. All right. Throw the sword farther away. My breathing grew even heavier. My collapsed body kept trembling. I approached slowly. Seeing senior brother lose consciousness fading, I sighed. Brother, it shouldn't have come to this. I admit my mistake. From now on, I'll obey you. You are mine. Senior brother Lu murmured. His right hand suddenly thrust out. I had anticipated this. Usually I would sidestep a sword and pierce the throat. I already said, the heart lives long. I'm not stupid. I didn't even use my inner armor. What a flattering tribute to senior brother Lu. My lingering attachments during this period have delayed my rest. I haven't even retrieved any treasure. Prepared so many. I seized Lu Yanji's corpse and vanished into the ground. Swiftly transformed into roots, Lu Yanji's rapidly decomposing, turning it into pure nutrients. I slipped underground, Lu Yanji leaving the really as a pauper. He has no pills on him. Just that top grade magical sword. Having that sword is just trouble. I don't need it either. I didn't expect a 7th level chi cultivation practitioner. It should allow me to have such abundant nutrients. I returned to my quarters. I was surprised. 1 Lu Yanji is worth more than a bottle of blood chi elixir. I calmly digest the entire body. The blood veins on my body increase again. The rich blood chi power. It is startling. Strands of blood flow like vessels across my body. Emerald vitality streams. It makes my entire tree crystal clear like jade. The lush leaves now also bear a hint of blood color. Even more sturdy. With resilience. 7th level body refinement. I opened my eyes. My hands turned into tree roots. I touched the top grade magical sword. My skin is still inferior compared to the top grade of the same sword. Can pierce my own defenses. It can still gnaw at me. When I later study the way of chi cultivation, I'm mused that self-healing makes no sense. Those demon clan bones can refine chi, but I cannot. Treating myself as a magical artifact for forging should be fine, right? As for injuries and such, there's no need to worry. As long as my identity isn't discovered, the endless life opportunities will mend all wounds. Then I'll secretly study on my own, without any elixirs. I don't want to go out and practice peacefully, waiting for Yu Chenfeng to return to learn artifact forging. Research a stronger path of body refinement. In terms of profound skills, I also need to continue studying the 9th layer. There are no plant demon cultivators at the foundation. Progress in cultivation I only make a single advancement body per refinement day. Progress is extremely slow. No wonder those demon cultivators can't wait to capture living beings. But I have plenty of time. There's no need to act on it. This method is often used by the riverside. You can't walk without getting your shoes wet. I could be cut down as a demon, or I could be dismembered. As for Lu Yanji, that was a desperate measure. It was an excessive betrayal. He could only be turned into nourishment. A piece of clothing remains. A long sword that flew away. Can Kang Hao tell that I did it? Time slips by in a flash. A voice from Chinwai calls out. I pause slightly in surprise. Looking out from the window, Kang Hao is standing outside the door. I went down the stairs. He can't get in. Welcomed Kang Hao inside. You've emerged from the Lingshu secret realm. It seems you've made considerable progress. Qingya, I want to ask. What should one do if they steal someone's belongings? Kang Hao said in a low voice. My eyelid twitched. You didn't steal Chu Chongjung's, did you? But I was forced. That guy actually tried to enslave me. Fortunately, my master gave me a protective talisman. I awakened my bloodline. Using the talisman, I dealt him a severe blow. I fell silent. Kang Hao continued. I must admit, that elixir is indeed powerful. It allowed me to reach refining chi level 7. Don't be fooled. Chu Chongjung is now at refining chi level 8. He's truly not my match. You're impressive. Chu Chong hasn't kept bothering you. He acted behind the scenes. No one knows. And precisely because of that, I stole his elixir. Since it was done in secret, let's treat it as if nothing happened about this. He will also advise you to endure. I can defeat Chu Chongshang. Why must I continue to endure? If I openly defeat him, perhaps I could take his position and become the senior brother. That's exactly what my master envisions. He will support me. It's not that easy. You can beat Chu Chongshan. Can you beat the sect leader? If your master helps you with the sect leader, he won't help Chu Chongshan. You're right, but that Chu Chongjing does have issues. Bai Mukching is only at the foundation stage. Whereas the sect leader is just one great realm away from the golden elixir pill. If there's a problem, it's a problem. Don't be overly curious. I sensed demonic aura from him. I didn't investigate further. I only sensed it during our clash. My heart skipped a beat. Could it be that Lingshu Cave Heaven is truly studying the cultivation methods is the first practitioner? Just pretend you know nothing. Act suitably clueless. Only then can you survive better in Lingshu winter. I now have a secret. I have a secret concerning you. When you go to tell your master, just say that Chu Chongcheng harmed you. Do not mention the spirit pill matter. Why is that spirit pill so valuable? How could you not say it? Anyway, only Chu Chongyan knows about it. You will stubbornly deny it. Even so, I have remembered it. Then go back. Don't come to me lightly in the future. You are a prodigy of the ancient demons. While I am just an ordinary disciple. We are friends, after all. Our differences in status are too great. Then we are not friends. I don't understand, is that correct? You signed up for the 3 Vessels Martial Contest. Do you intend to defeat Liu Yanji in front of everyone? When did I sign up for the 3 Vessels Martial Contest? It wasn't you who signed up. I saw your name on the list. It's not that I just want to cultivate in peace. I don't want to know which scoundrel helped register me. How did the registration go through without my identity token? I'll go back and ask around for you. Kang Hao finished speaking and left Yu Chenfeng's residence. I furrowed my brows. Who actually signed us up for the 3 Vessels tournament? Stunt. How could the immortal tree be involved? Seems that won't work. The 3 Vessels tournament is crucial for the Lingshu Cave Heaven. Can't get on the list. That would be a grave sin. Regardless of who did it, I'll just concede when the time comes. The art of longevity must can't draw too much attention unless I'm sure the opponent can't cut me down. On the other hand, Kang Hao arrived at Bai Mukching's residence. Bai Mukching had just finished cultivating. I heard you left the Lingshu secret realm to search for Shen Qingya. Why didn't you come straight back? Master, I didn't dare to return. I feel wronged, Master. What are you upset about? Who bullied you? He's his disciple. How can an ancient demon prodigy be in the Lingshu secret realm? Chief Chu tried to enslave me. Fortunately, the method you gave me saved my life. I dare not speak. Qing Ya taught me that my speech is of low status. I can vent my grievances. After speaking, I feel a bit better. Returning, I saw Master enslaving you. How dare he act as a master like this? I'll take you to find the sect leader. Ah. Master, calm down. The disciples' grievances aren't much. Chief Chu Zan is a disciple of the sect leader. Will definitely show favoritism. They will just fizzle out. Bai Moqing's expression is complicated. Hao is truly thoughtful. Indeed, the sect leader will favor his own disciples. There won't be any disciple. The master is useless. I have wronged you. Master, you have already been good to the disciple. The disciple only wants Master to be happy. To cultivate properly with Master. Kang Hao intimately brushed against Bai Mukching's expression to obtain such an ancient demon disciple. My own luck. My own disciple is bullied, yet I cannot stand up for him. Bai Mukching sighed inwardly, but also knows that going to the sect leader is unable to vent for the disciple. Can only give him more care. Thus, Kang Hao acquired a bunch of resources and also protective measures. Qingya taught really well. Just a few words gave me a bunch of resources. Truly a good friend of mine. Meanwhile, I circulate Lingshu mystic power and practice body cultivation. Time passes. The day for the Sword Meridian martial arts arrival delivered competition sword energy to go to the duel on time. I have to leave my residence. Head to the martial gathering place. It's not far. It is precisely the place where the Lingjin Peak disciples 10 arenas have been set up. Around us, besides the disciples of the Lingshu Cave Heaven Swordbane and Chimai coming to watch. The scene is bustling. I don't enjoy the merriment. Wrong. It's me hitting myself. Cries of astonishment echo. I look up. A man with hair half white, clad in a purple Taoist robe. His expression is resolute. A golden jade pendant hangs from his waist. He is none other than Jie Lingxiao, the sect head of Lingshu Cave Heaven. Behind refinement stands an elderly man with crane white hair. His skin is like that of a baby. A kindly smile adorns his face. Of Lingshu Cave Heaven. The pinnacle of foundation establishment. Welcome the sect head. Welcome the Grand Elder. The sect head steps onto the arena, his face full of smiles. He climbs the arena and scans the entire crowd. All the disciples fall silent. The biennial Three Veins tournament, this time, however, is unlike because previous the talents ones. Of Lingshu Cave Heaven are especially bound to be glorious. All disciples know that. Our sect head recruits Chu Chongbing for 7 days. Everyone has heard of senior brother Ji's extraordinary son, Chu Chongguang, imparts the unparalleled heavenly sun technique. I also echo the praise. My behavior is no different from those ordinary disciples. I don't concern myself with how much of a genius someone is. I haven't seen any other geniuses. Jie Lingxiao was very pleased with the disciples' reaction. Although Chu Chongjing is a genius, the sect still has another genius. That is the disciple of Elder Bai Mukching. A remarkable ancient demon bloodline, Kang Miao. Truly, heaven favors me. Kang Hao in the Lingshu Void has already spread throughout the sect. To see the ancient demon, many disciples have even rushed to the prison. Long Void blesses Lingshu daily. If Kang Hao and Chu Chongjing both mature, they will surely elevate the Lingshu Void to a new height. Chu Chongkang has just acquired the potential of the primordial treasure pearl. In the future, he will definitely surpass our sect leading leader. The sect to greatness. The character of the primordial treasure pearl. The disciples were shocked and murmured in amazement. The sect leader is only above tonight's alchemical truly pill. Is the primordial treasure pearl. Everyone can surpass then the Lingshu Void will certainly reach an even higher level. This Sword Meridian martial contest, Chu Chongcheng and Kang Xiao will not compete with you. You still have 10 slots. After selecting 10 people, we will spar with you. It won't affect your rankings. The sect leader is wise. The disciples instantly boiled with excitement. Several disciples at the 9th peak were almost so excited they have always been wary of Chu Chongjing and lacking confidence to deal with them. As the sect leader says, it's still 10 foundation pills which can be contested for. Our sect leader announces the start of the Lingshu Void cheap sale competition. Applicants step onto the stage. Lingshu finished speaking and looked at Ji Yu Yunshin. This meeting is entirely presided over by the Grand Elder. After speaking, he stepped down from the platform. Tables and chairs. Ji Yu Yunshin stepped onto platform number 1. As usual, he holds a sword token in his hands. As soon as the words a disciple leapt onto the platform, holding a palm-sized sword energy in his hand. I also have a piece in my hand. Helplessly, he went to platform number 10. There were already disciples lined up on the platform. Place at the back. A disciple drew a lot, carrying the number Qian. He waited quietly. Soon it was my turn. I drew number 83. The drawing is not ordered by sequence. There are a total of 120 meaning slots. According to the written exams of Qian, numbers 1 and 2 took the numbers 3 and 4. And so I will have to spar with number 84. A disciple with a mole at the corner of his mouth. He saw my number. Brother, you are number 83. Senior brother, could it be number 84? No, I'm number 72. I said nothing more. 10 platforms were activated simultaneously. 20 participants. I and the competing disciples waited patiently on the side. A disciple of the Qi refinement realm. I saw that even the weakest among these disciples were at the 7th level was in the prime of their youth, full of youthful vigor, all brimming with confidence. I also surveyed their techniques and methods. The Qi refinement realm is still different. Sword technique is just an ordinary sword. They have all learned other methods. For example, palm thunder. The palm thunder of the Qi refinement stage without any produces the sound of thunder. However, it's quite remarkable. Indeed, so powerful. This sword could threaten even those at the 8th level. On arena number 10, the two disciples' sword sheaths fell like footwork left trails of afterimages across the arena. I recognized the sword technique they used. This set emphasizes speed and ruthlessness. Each strike hits a vital point, together, enveloping the enemies from every direction, leaving no escape. Disciplines from Lingshu Cave Heaven almost all practice this sword technique. The 3 Lingyun swords I practice myself are actually less popular than the Lingshu 13 swords. The Lingyun 3 swords are ethereal and elusive. We feign weakness against the enemy's flaw, then unleash the fury of dark clouds. A single strike I think the Lingshu 13 swords are more like a brute's weapon. Even though they appear strong, they rely on sheer momentum, the resolve to kill the enemy. I don't like this style of swordsmanship. If a set can't kill the enemy, momentum dissipates. There may be no chance to even run away. The Lingyun 3 swords are still better. You can retreat at any time. In a duel of the same martial art, it's all about the sword technique, mastering combat experience, and cultivation level. A quarter hour later, the first round of the contest 10 disciples are eliminated. They say they'll fight again. They'll definitely defeat their younger disciples are discussing what to do if they encounter it themselves, whether they can surpass the opponent. Some are full of confidence, some are already uneasy. I remain calm. I don't worry about going up and conceding. It was only until near noon that it was finally my turn. I stepped onto the arena with Qianhao and the long sword in my hand was brought from Yu Chenfeng. As for the duel, the sect doesn't provide weapons. My opponent is a Taoist about 20 years old. At the 7th level of refining Qi, and said to junior brother Shen Qinghao, have you met senior brother Lin Jianfeng? Han Jingya, I recognize you. You found senior brother Kanghao in the prison. It's an honor for me, as a junior, to know you. I heard that before you met Kanghao, you were only at the 2nd level of refining Qi. I didn't expect you to dare stand on this arena today to duel me. Yet you are an ungrateful person. I was the one who taught you demon language senior back then, who gave you the chance. I then humiliated you. I cut off all contact. Senior brother, why say that? I have never been like this. So Shen Qingya is actually such a person. Having risen to Kang Hao, you immediately forgot the previous senior brother. He truly isn't a decent person. The junior disciples below heard this and immediately their eyes looking at me were full of contempt. Today I will give that senior brother a good lesson. Your innate talent is low, but you rely on pills to forcefully improve. Today I will beat you back to your original form. From now on, stay properly. Don't have any other thoughts. I furrowed my brow. I understood in my heart. I said no more. Senior brother, if you have no desire, the person before me should be someone familiar to Liu Yanji. I am the clandestine operation overseen by the Grand Elder's lineage. Han Jingyao let out a cold snort. In an instant, sword light spread everywhere. Flashes rushed straight at us. Senior brother Han, don't stay behind. Send him back to the prison. Trash should stay properly in the prison. Below, many disciples shouted loudly, trying to disturb my mind with this. I quickly raised my hands and unleashed my sword energy. Senior brother's strength is great. I concede. Han Jing wants to contest. The next moment, his expression turned icy. A sword light thrust straight toward me. The sword light was already at my front. I pretended to be staggering. My body back. Barely brushed past the sword light as I retreated to the edge of the arena. Misstep. I fell straight down. Han Jingyao was slightly stunned. Got back up. At the foot of the arena, senior brother said, "Your technique is superb." I take my leave. Han Jingyao and the disciples below were shocked. This scene caught the eye of Elder Ji Yu Yunshin. He didn't pay much attention. What a useless person. Scared stiff by senior brother Han's sword. Lingshu 13 swords are truly divine. I didn't even see it clearly earlier. Indeed, senior brother Han is amazing. What can a guy who relies on clinging to Kang Hao possibly achieve? Soon, Han Jingyao was drowned in a wave of praise. Han Jingyao looked somewhat bewildered. Really like that? But I haven't actually made a move yet. I promised Liu Yan, as long as I give him a proper lesson, not to the point of serious injury, at least make him look utterly embarrassed, lose all face. Now my face is already gone, but I haven't been hurt at all. And this kid failed. Why aren't you sad? He just patted his butt and left, seemed quite excited. By the way, I haven't seen Liu Yanji for a few days. I haven't seen this martial gathering either. But I ignore all that. I came just to admit defeat. Now I've already lost. It's time to go back and cultivate peacefully. I resume my tranquil cultivation. Although without the pill, progress is slow. But cultivation is inherently a slow, day-by-day gradually honing my spiritual energy. Everything outside is irrelevant to me. That so-called three-vein gathering. Let them compare however they like. I kept cultivating until Kang Hao shows up again. Sighed. Didn't you say not to come to me lightly? Even though Kang Hao gives me resources, he's a real powerhouse. Kang Hao's reputation is overwhelming. Here I'll also draw attention. I'm here to comfort you. Comfort me about what? The martial gathering? I didn't even land a single move. I fell from the arena in disgrace. That is indeed shameful. But I can't be sad about it. I believe you'll pull yourself together. Sooner or later you'll defeat that Han Jinghao. I'm fine. No need to comfort me. No need to pretend to be strong. I rub the spot between my brows. A real powerhouse. I never wanted to attend the gathering. Let a longevity tree expose its head. The pressure is immense. Unless I'm sure they can't bite deliberately concede. The names have already been submitted. Everyone's already gone up. Why not give it a shot? My strength isn't enough. I still have to endure. Escaping the prison is enough. You don't yearn for the good resources above. I don't yearn. I also want good resources, but that means having to fight with others for them. Maybe forget it. Even training my own body can't block magic swords. The tournament doesn't lack refining chi. The first round of the 9th tier is refining chi at the 7th level. What about the second round? What if I get injured? In front of a large audience. The immortal tree suffers serious injury. I can't imagine. All right. I still want to wait for you to achieve a good ranking. And cultivate together with me. You need to understand. You are a genius. Destined to reach the pinnacle. Don't focus on this waste of a need. I wanted to give you resources. But my master limited my resources. He said it's to win over cheap selling disciples. That way, having someone around gives me more security to your master. I don't have to volunteer. Later, I'll go to Yi Lian to start a lineage. I need to learn Qin practice from senior brother Yu. That's a pity. Kang Hao sounded a bit low. I'm the only one he feels close to. He won't feel lonely when he's by my side. I don't want to go up with him. My talent is indeed a bit lacking. Without the resources he gave me, I might only be at the 4th level of chi cultivation. There's a saying among humans. Things rarely go as you wish. Most things don't turn out the way you hope. When I'm older, can I still chat with you? Just a simple chat. Keep this private so your master doesn't find out. So refined and elegant. If one day I return to the demon clan, would you be willing to go with me? Then I'll take my master along. Never entertain that thought. You're currently in a human sect but want to return to the demon world. My master and I went to the demon world, and it felt just like wherever we are. Even your master must not say that again. This time I'll act as if I didn't hear. I understand. Kang Hao took a deep breath. He hurried away. He still thinks about returning to the demon clan. Even if his master treats him well, it still can't change the loneliness in his heart. He knows gratitude, remembers his master's kindness, but that loneliness can't be healed by kindness. Demons lack a sense of belonging in the human world. I understand that well. I am the same, but I'm different. I went to the demon world and it's the same. I'm not just a demon. I'm also seeking peace and rest, waiting until I have the power to protect myself. Other thoughts. Kang Hao left. I activated the formation and continued my seclusion. The 3 meridians of the Lingshu cave are training fiercely. No one pays attention to me. Han Jingyao is confused, but the training matters are more important now. As for Liu Yanji, someone is looking for him. Find any trace. Time passes, and in the blink of an eye, half a month has finally reached the 7th level of chi. My body refinement is also primary at the 7th level. Without flesh and blood nourishment, Yu Chenfeng returned, a smile spreading across his face. Senior brother Yu, congratulations on obtaining the foundation pill. You've been in seclusion all this time. So how did you know I got the foundation pill? Your face says it. If I hadn't gotten the foundation pill, how could I have such a smile? I indeed obtained the foundation pill, and I can return to the meridian now. Once I establish my foundation, I'll take you to practice chi on the meridian. Thanks, senior brother. I turned around, ready to leave. Thinking of going. The meridian is well hidden. You probably won't be looking for me anytime soon. But Yu Chenfeng wasn't in a hurry to break through. Then, I wagered on chi cultivation with someone and bound myself. Sword is no worse than those at refining chi level 9. Before establishing a foundation, the unqualified only cannot return to the 7 meridians. Fortunately, I met you. Only then could I reach refining chi level 9. Seize the foundation pill. Back then, senior brother lost the duel. No wonder senior brother is in prison. What about the winner? The winner, ranked 11th, was defeated by me. This time, I will establish the foundation before him. Congratulations, I won't senior brother. I'm going to cultivate. Wait until I successfully establish the foundation. This is the premium chi blood pill I brought for you. Thank you, senior brother. Yu Chen's sealed retreat. I also returned to defend the closed retreat. The chi blood pill transforms nutrients merge into the body. Rapidly digesting, the blood hue on my body becomes richer. It becomes tough and solid. Like individual pills. Refining the body progresses rapidly. When body training tires, I start gradually honing the inner spirit energy. 7 days pass. 2 bottles of chi blood pills have been fully refined. Mid-stage body later stage is not far away. Yu Chengfeng is still cultivating. I haven't emerged from the retreat. Fasting pill. Continue cultivating. Chi cultivation and body refinement slowly, but I feel progress every day. 67 days passed. A powerful aura arrived. It startled me awake. A massive energy fluctuation. It left me shocked inside. Yu Chen Feng successfully established his foundation. The terrifying power of the energy waves emanating from it made my heart race. It is unstoppable. Those elders have cultivated for years. Their strength is unfathomable. Congratulations, senior brother, on your successful foundation. Stepped out of the room. His whole body radiated a powerful aura. I still need 3 days to consolidate my cultivation. After 3 days, we will go to the Qi Meridian. I turned and returned to my room. The 3 days passed in an instant. Yu Chen Feng's cultivation is all the artifacts into my storage bag and left. I'll take you to the 7-vein spirit sword edge. I'll arrange it. Thank you, senior brother. There's no need for formalities between us. You are my benefactor. Yu Chen Feng smiled and waved his magical sword with one hand. He lifted me onto the sword and we rose into the sky, disappearing into the clouds. Foundation stage mist control rides the clouds. This sword is a bit off. Once we enter the Qi Meridian, we can retrain. With senior brother's memory, it will be naturally easy. Spiritual energy Yu Chen Feng took me to the summit. Palace. The pavilions are connected. The concentration of spiritual energy is far beyond what it was on Lingjin Peak. This has a spiritual energy formation. Also has a spirit. There is only a one-bearded elder Wu and senior brother Yu Chen Feng walked in. Not bad, not bad, not bad. You have a bit of the style I had back then. After speaking, I pulled out a pitch-black token and tossed it to Yu Chen Feng. Yu Chen Feng took the token. It has the number 13 engraved on it. He led me down from the summit. There are quite a few houses around here. Each is spaced about 10 meters apart. Every house has a smelting furnace, separated by formations. The surroundings are also concealed by lush vegetation. At house number 13, the 3-story cottage's formation was activated by the courtyard. There is a massive smelting furnace. You wait here for me. I'll go first to obtain the wind cloud refinement. I obediently responded with a nod. Entered the house to wait. The first floor is filled with various hammers. Tools. The second and third floors are living quarters. Metal and sat cross-legged. Although the spiritual energy here is not as strong as the place I was before. About half an hour. Senior brother Yu Chen Feng returned, a small booklet in his hand. Senior brother Yu Chen Feng opened his storage bag. He took out a stack of books. Take a good look at the formations on these. Righteous energy has never been Cultivating Qi starts with learning formations. Otherwise, how could these artifacts be so resilient and indestructible? How they can empower a cultivator's strength? Even good refining materials need the aid of formations. Otherwise, they're just plain materials. I will study diligently. If you want to learn, I'll teach you wholeheartedly. When you reach the foundation stage, I'll pass it on to you. Wind Cloud Supreme Refinement. This is a unique wind-based Qi refinement technique. Not bad. Wind Cloud Supreme Refinement. It is said that the founder of the Lingshu Cave Heaven learned it at an ancient ruin. Unfortunately, only fragments remain. It can only forge artifacts that produce a golden liquid elixir. Sadly, it can only be practiced at the foundation stage. Because a Qi cultivating practitioner's spiritual power cannot support spiritual power can break free from the refining to refine using spiritual power at the foundation stage, mortal fire, allowing spiritual power to become true fire for Qi refinement. Curious. You ask whether a living being can be refined into an artifact, and that living being would still be alive. Consider a living thing like a spirit tree. Directly refining a whole tree into an artifact. Your mind naturally can't conceive that. The living being would be incinerated by true fire. I fell silent. My body cultivation cannot block artifacts. Then a sudden idea struck me. What if I treat myself as an artifact to refine? My body engraved with would that allow me to match artifacts of the same type? I calmly continue studying this formation knowledge. Lu Yanji's long sword was finally found. But aside from the sword, there were no other items. Lu Yanji vanished without a trace. Lin Jianfeng also sent people to investigate. Someone found me. But I have Yu Chen Feng as witness. This junior brother Li has been secluding with me for half a month. Away. I can testify for him. At that time, I activated the formation. I did not tell Qingxia how to operate the formation. He was essentially sealed. When that sentence was spoken, it instantly resolved all my doubts. The investigating disciple could only leave and said, "Thank you, senior brother." At that time, Yu Chenfeng taught me to freely enter and control the formation. Yu Chenfeng now says he directly removed me from it. It has nothing to do with this matter. After the disciple walked away, Yu Chenfeng said, "Lu Yanji couldn't really have been killed by you, could he? How could that be?" Lu Yanji had reached the 7th level of Qi refinement. How could I be a match? It was also Lu Yanji. It's fine that he's gone. No one is looking for you. Please calmly learn artifact forging with me. I sigh for a lifetime. I say no more. Study the formations calmly. In the end, Lu Yanji's case could only be left unresolved. Aside from a single sword, there were no other clues. The remaining clothing is still hidden underground. Even if the clothing is found, it only confirms Lu Yanji's death. It could never be discovered that I did it. To settle this matter, I am completely at ease. I will focus on studying formations. Yu Chenfeng also carefully explains the way of Qi refining to me. Looks simple, but it is fraught with difficulties. It is a delicate craft. Countless formations. Cultivate talent through Qi. You previously asked about using living spirit objects to forge with true fire to burn materials. It has already killed the spirit technique. What we need is a vessel that can bear our own power. Whether it is plant or wood, or mineral material, demon cultivation bones. Actually, they all hinder the flow of our spiritual energy. Obstruction. After all, it's not our own body. So-called Qi refining is about removing this obstruction. transforming it into something that can flow smoothly, a vessel that amplifies our spiritual power. Therefore, spirit objects cannot stay alive. We will use true fire to purge the vessel's impurities, burning its form to temper it. Reconstruct. How can it be alive? I see. I exclaim. Then I start to think, since that's the case, what about refining oneself? One's own body operation. One's own power would naturally face supremely no need for true fire burning. Then there's no need to die, and true fire tempering removes impurities. If that's the case, could one also use true fire to refine that one's own body? Foundation establishment to trigger true fire. I can only give it up for now. Ask Yu Chenfeng to help with the tempering. Can't take that risk. If something is discovered midway, then it's not tempering. It's directly making an elixir of immortality. We need to use true essence. That is, inscribing a formation with spiritual energy onto the artifact. Foundation establishment spiritual realm. Energy transforms into liquid. Only true then essence. Can we later have the golden liquid pill with spiritual energy inscribed formation to draw the heaven and earth spirit born warm yang artifact. Maintain the artifact's spiritual energy. Also because the spiritual energy drawn by the formation exists. Only then can the artifact be strong enough. I understand, alright. I'll practice chi first. There are refining artifact materials and also here. The method of forging. You study it yourself first. I've just entered the foundation stage. I need to practice wind and cloud extreme refinement. Oneself to refine artifacts is good. I take the storage bag. I leave the house carrying the formation books. I sit cross-legged outside, front of the smelting furnace, gathering spirit formation, mystic crystal formation, wood formation, spirit void sword formation, and various other immerse myself in formations aren't particularly complex. After all, they're just formations of the chi refinement level. The best way to learn formations is to draw them. Draw them on the ground and then destroy them. Though ground-based arrays are almost useless because soil doesn't contain spiritual energy. It cannot drive the array. Each array. Spirit gathering 5 array. Elements labyrinth I etch array. All the arrays that sit atop the illusion I try to array. Compare them in my mind. If I were to etch these arrays onto my own body, I'd probably have to modify my cultivation route. I can only suppress the thoughts in my heart. I'll visit the 7 Veins library to see if a solution can be found. After learning the arrays, I then carve them with spiritual energy. I chose stone as a test piece. Or take a piece of wood and carve on it. I don't rush to cultivate. I must make thorough preparations. Before beginning to forge a 1 day passes. The arrays. 7 days pass. The arrays are fully mastered. Only then do I start carving on stone and wood are too small and carving them is difficult. Stones shatter piece by piece. Wood turns to fine powder. I am not discouraged. I continue practicing. Half a month flies by in the blink of an eye. I finally succeed in carving on stone and wood. Of course, I only succeeded in wood carving. And stone still have no effect. With a resonant crisp sword tone rings out. Moon Chenfeng emerges from the sect. Moon Chenfeng's face glows with red light. His entire aura grows stronger. The sword in his hand radiates spiritual energy far beyond the chi foundation building magical sword. Now I am truly a foundation stage refining chi cultivator. Congratulations, senior brother. The cultivation city is in fierce turmoil. How's your training going? I've recorded all the formations. I'm still practicing carving the formations. You haven't started refining your chi yet. Are you not ready yet? I feel carving uncertain. Formations is indeed a meticulous task. A single slip can destroy the magical artifact. You're far stronger than I was back then. Back then I didn't have your eagerness to jump in. I ruined a lot of materials. All thanks to the good teaching from senior brother. I just feel I'm still not enough. Rest assured, even though I've already cultivated the wind cloud technique, I'll trouble you a bit. When my apprentice's meridians are ready, there will be materials for you to practice with. What do you call the master you've seen? Master. We still address each other as senior brother. An apprentice doesn't have to be a disciple. If it weren't for you, benefactor, I wouldn't have been able to successfully establish the foundation. Went to help me handle the matters of forging. I continue carving the formations, piece by piece. I carve various formations onto wood and stone. I had carved more than 10 pieces. After Yu Chenfeng returned, he was also surprised by the items on the ground. He didn't expect you could carve so many in a single day. Now you feel confident to start practicing, I'm confident right? Now. I'll start practicing apprentice tomorrow. Token number 13. It signifies that I am the apprentice of the 13th training master. Thanks, senior brother. I put away the apprentice token. I fetch water from the well to bathe. Then I return to my room to body cultivate. Refining and chi training I gradually hone myself. I practice chi during the day. Senior brother Yu Chenfeng. By the time we reach the foundation establishment stage, the next day I start senior brother Yu Chenfeng guides me from fire burns a piece of mysterious black iron. I swing the iron hammer, coordinating breath intake and exhalation. Senior brother Yu Chenfeng's iron hammer can be considered a magical artifact. The recoil force from the pounding can be harnessed with breath control to train martial skills.